been extremely good. Could brew some Doom Foretold. There's not much brewing though, right? I mean, you kind of already know what the good Doom Foretold deck looks like, and it's still not that great, unless you have some suggestions. What did I... Oh, it's just mono white with Stone Coil. Wow. Well, just mono white with Stone Coil, I guess. I think Heartless Sacked on Hellblade is reasonable, but it's a bit scary. Maybe they're sandbagging. Not sure what they would be sandbagging. Hello? I'm gonna suspend it. Because I have Magistrate, I guess. Glorious Protector. It's not a very good combo with Stone Cold Servant. Well, that worked out. Yeah, there's a reason I didn't foretell, because of the potential of the Magistrate. Alright, no Faceless Haven. Easy. As usual, the difference between winning and losing. Drawing a Faceless Haven or not. Card's just too strong. Whoa! Auto Tapper. What did Verse do? I wonder how it picks in that spot. Oh, I should change the stream title. Be a good streamer. I appreciate no one being like, this doesn't look like Historic Jeskai to me. Oh God. What did I do? What did I very knowingly and willingly trigger? Alright, extra sweeper, extra eliminates. Maybe I should have that -2/-2 card in my sideboard. I don't know if I have double black to cast it consistently though, but... Negate scatter, disdainful stroke. Do they have that stupid angel? Wow, I'm not ready for this matchup. There's a lot of bad cards I have to keep in. Wow. Hello, Felix AJ, and welcome to another stream of me just winning it all on the ladder. At least I saved my luck for today on the ladder. I'm glad. Saved all my luck for the stream. Yeah, it's a good play against Heartless Act. I was gonna say they're not gonna get rewarded. They kind of are. What made this deck attractive to try out? Just a control deck. I like control decks. It's been kind of okay. It's good if you expect a lot of Sultai. It's also pretty decent against Rogues, was just a build and Cling to Dust. It's probably really bad against Mono Red. Probably not that great against... It was actually kind of okay against Gruul. Out of the off-color charms for it, just fixing. Just better than Temple. I think they're better than Temple, cycling and letting your castles come into play untapped. But you could go either way. Oh, it's going to be in play after I sweep the board, meaning all their creatures are going to be threats. And I take 2 extra damage. Just use your mana. I have a free Yorion coming up. I have a lot of cards removal. One verdict. Very nice. Shadow Spear. Probably not the greatest card to have after sideboard against control. Yeah, a quick break after that. Coffee break. I woke up early this morning. I woke up at like 7:30, despite going to bed at like 3 a.m. Been waking up early, but then usually I go back to sleep for like an hour and a half or so. I could have suspended that, I guess. But not today. And tomorrow I have to wake up early. I have to take care of my nephew. My brother wants me to be at his place at 9. Yikes. That's a yikes. So I'm going to start the stream earlier tonight. I think I might start the stream at 9 or 10. So anyone who usually watch the stream at night on the online slate as usual. Medium switch. Alright, I'm gonna put your run in my hand and say go use the castle. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to keep on tapped here. Why not Yorion? Because Yorion doesn't solve my problem long term. I need to find a removal spell. Comrade Trawler. Relevant text on the Shadowsphere. What are they gonna get, like Giant Killer? Use Shadowsphere plus Giant Killer? Is that what's going on here? Wait, what? Oh, it's +1/+1. Dude, I don't know what cards do. I forgot about the +1/+1. Oh, what a disaster. Oh my god. It's okay. I didn't need that Dream Trawler. They have Shadows here anyways. Hard counters me. At least it doesn't give the best ability. First strike. Pretty lucky. I think I should win, right? Pretty big favorite over here. There's the castle in the hand. I don't lose to Faceless Haven, so I'm just gonna bottom both. I have so much removal in my deck. That's kind of nice. Leak Eater. Thank you so much for a Prime sub. Meh. I guess I should have just cast it. Sorry, chat. I guess I'll just cycle in. I mean, I can let them take it and then play my shark for 8 mana. Yeah, I could have cast. I should have probably hard cast Shark against White in this spot. It's only bad if they play like an even creature or if they draw a Faceless Haven, maybe. Anyways, Leak Eater, thank you so much for your Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Not sure what I'm supposed to keep at this point in the game. No, I'm just trying to tell chat. I'm doing it on purpose. Chat's rooting for me to lose because I didn't hardcast Shark. Wait, I thought hardcasting was the new. Thought cycling was the new hardcasting, that people were off it. That I was hardcasting the Shark Typhoon too often. It was not fun anymore. Not our great timing. JWR Magic Matchups. Thank you so much for your Prime sub. Alright. Sultai deck or... I don't know, looks like Teamer. Or it might just be Sultai that drew their one Triumph. It could still be Sultai, that seems unlikely. Lands are good. More lands equals more win. Oops. Making mess. What am I eating? Speculoos? Speculoos in my coffee. Might be a tiny bit risky. Am I gonna get daggered here? They're up like Sultai. Pretty much never seen Temple of Mystery in the Sultai mana base. Maybe they don't have the wild cards, or maybe they have... Maybe they're playing a control version with just more blue cards. Kind of weird to sack your Omen and not put Yurion in your hand. And then they got kind of punished with the top. Even if Coma covered, it was Heartless Axe. I'm not really worried about anything. Chef taking all plates, making a mess. Could technically keep Fumes just to have one more card in my graveyard for Cling. Is that too fancy? Seems fine. Then I would have been able to guess Omen of the Sea right away. Oh well. Anyone in chat confirm for the next championship or anyone in chat can confirm, or who's qualified for the next championship can confirm that we're not playing with the new historic Intelligy cards. Do I dip chips in Coke? Sounds not great. Dipping speculoos biscuits into coffee dough. Is that a Mexican thing? Tortillas and Coca-Cola? Super well. Do Mexicans take pride in their Coca-Cola version with real sugar? I don't know if you've been a lot to the States or if you know that, but a lot of time in the States, or it used to be that way anyway, you would ask for a Mexican Coke because the Mexican Coke has real sugar. Would you say it's the biggest pride of being like the thing you're as a Mexican? It's the thing you're most proud of, having the superior Coca-Cola. That's why we have surpassed the USA as the fattest. Oh, I know that. Sorry. I don't really want to counter that. I also have like 16 billion cards in hand. If I cycle shark, I mean, I don't think I can realistically lose this game, so I should just play fast. I'm going for the motions here. I know, I went back and eliminated either. What the hell? It's kind of weird drinking coffee out of clear glass. They're like the special glasses that like don't heat up. Oh, it's not that uncommon to have like little cups that are transparent too. This is the best deck in standard. If you're trying to beat Sultai, it is really, really good. Sultai's, yeah. Maybe I should have just played in the league weekend. Maybe I'll play it in the next championship. Alright, I'll let them have. Maybe I should counter. I have so many cards in hand. You get to the point you can't even tell how many cards in hand you have. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're like double. Yeah, it's like the double. I'm not sure how you would call that. Double walled. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe I should play Seagate as a land, honestly. Coca-Cola has screwed with a lot of Mexico's water supply. That doesn't sound great. Hard to hear. They just use too much water and there's not enough water for the rest of the population. It's kind of insane. I don't know. Probably choose Coca-Cola over water. Sounds healthy. Wait, Murder Strider is standard legal? Man. When's the last time someone saw Murder Strider in standard? It's been a while. Nah. Just winning the game was, well, obviously at this point after casting. Yeah. More counterspell. That's why having 4 Cling is nice too, because it's obviously great against rogues, but in this matchup you don't mind having a few. Just cycles and sometimes draws you an extra card or two. So probably on a couple Heartless Act. Then should I have more Heartless Act or 1 Sweeper for the Serpent? Maybe just Heartless Act is the best. They might have Shark Typhoon too. Would I accept a sponsored team from an energy drink? Or, I mean, I'd rather not. I mean, they would throw a lot of money at me. I don't know. I'd like to think I would say no to, but I did do a sponsorship stream for Raid Shadow Legends. Sounds kind of medium. Yeah, looks much better. I was ignorant about what Raids was about? No, it's not. I mean, yes, I only found out after. Oh yeah, I forgot the historic cards. We can look at them after this match. Maybe I should just Behold now. Better against Elspeth's Nightmare. Did I do a sponsor stream for cigarettes? Honestly, I might just go cigarettes. I mean, I don't think I'm going to convince anyone to start smoking or stuff. I don't know. Cigarettes are just so bad for you that, like, I mean, everyone knows, right? I don't know. Depends how much you pay, I guess. Chalansek, hey, welcome back. I'm just gonna assume you're Kang's best friends, right? Poland's not that big of a country. You all know each other. You're probably King, actually. You're probably the same person. Not Chalansek. Thank you so much for your resub. Thanks for the 30 months. I was in a GP. I only went once to Poland for a GP. Weather was yucky. I think it was GP Krakow. Can't remember what format it was or if I did well. Oh, you actually played against him? Wow, you've met Kang? Must be nice. Salut Javier. Oh, they're stuck on land, so playing a discard spell is not as appealing. I mean, this card is cool and all, but I already have a duress. I'd rather find more card advantage, more beholds. Sharks too, why not? Like, the thing is, after sideboard, all my cards are so good. It's not like Agonizing Remorse that amazing. It's kind of nice against Coma, but they're stuck on lands for now. I'll do rest now and I can fight over it with dispute. Witch Butte. Negates. I'd have a lot of removal left in their deck. Let's take the binding. Oh no, the binding doesn't do much, but ultimatum's just so much mana. Use Vanishing Verse on Tergrid, save Scatter for Yorion. Alright, well they have Eliminate anyway, so I'll just make a 1/1. Maybe I should have kept the Agonizing Remorse. I think I'll be fine. It's a bit scary if that card is Behold. I don't think it is. It's probably a Time Walk, but if it is Behold, we kind of have a game. I might even negate it. I'm not sure Ultimatum is that scary if you have Essence Scatter and Vanishing Verse in hand. We've kind of got some of the Ultimatum covered. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. Oh, the lantern part. Good Vanishing Verse target. What's best first? Maybe Yorion first? Tapping out while they can't threaten much. Downside if you only get one trigger. Whoa! Hydra Disputes. Nearly as good. Alright, since I have another counter spell, it would have been interesting if I had bricked to know if I was supposed to counter. I think I would have countered it anyways because I have Cling and Omen. It slows them down so much. Yeah, I played this matchup a few games in testing against LSV and it did not seem especially close. Just because the way Sultai decks are built, they can't afford to have like multiple tomes and behold and stuff, so they can't. The beholds are just too much. Easy dodge. Yorion deck. I mean, I only have one really dead card. Maybe the matchup's good enough that you just should always mulligan sketchy hands like that. There, Esper Urion? What the? Mengucci? Esperone? Joke's on them. All my good cards are foretold. Alright, that didn't exactly pan out. Oh yeah, as for mana base is sketchy as hell. Esper would probably be the best deck in every format if it had its triumph. I think Tinted Pack gets banned. I feel like if they could fix all the issues, all the bugs, you could maybe keep... It sounds like people hate playing against Tainted Pack though, so maybe you should just get rid of it, but... I don't know if I'm a fan of just proceeding that way. Alright. You probably want some sweepers. They're gonna have like maybe Omen of the Sun left after sideboard, let's see. All the control-ish cards. Probably have Archon. How much removal do I want? Maybe one event, one Heartless Act. Actually, probably Doomscar. How old did Pack do this weekend? I didn't see the results. I don't know if anyone knows. Not sure that made a ton of sense. I like that their hands double down sub-demands against my 4 Cling to Dust deck. I'll take it. Alright, surely we can find an untapped land, right? Seem to have a lot of those last match. Endless value, 100% worth it, gets CFB Pro, that's right. For those of you who don't know, CFB Pro, Channel Fireball Pro, it's a premium side of the website. It's articles, deck guides made by the pro team. That's Huey, Reed, Mengucci, Juza, and LSV. And I'm sure there's a bunch of updates coming up. Especially if you play Standard and Historic, I'm sure they're going to be updating a bunch of deck guides with the sideboard guides. The Jeskai deck we played this weekend. The Gruul deck we played this weekend, so as a good time as always. And you get a ton of benefits. You get discounts. You get they used to have like weekly deals or monthly deals, like rotating and stuff. Also, I think the crates are back, if that's your thing. Crates are back at Channel Fireball. Yeah, Obviously that helps me out if Channel Fireball does well. It's good for me. Alright, they have a bunch of cards that do nothing. I have a bunch of counter spells. Let's just say go. Cycle a shark. Ooh, glimpse. Okay. Kind of weird to have glimpse unless you already have 4 clings. The only real upside is that glimpse is 1 mana cheaper. But I don't think that's enough. LSV went either 5-0 or 4-0 versus Pack was just Guy. I went 0-1. I lost to Seth, but I think I maybe messed up game 1 and he got like pretty lucky. Like in game 1, there was a point where I went Memory and his cards, Memory was not set in play and his hand was Spell Pierce plus Miscast to make me tap out and counter my Memory, and then he had to untap and draw a piece of combo, and he had just a scry and a draw step basically. So his hand was like double counterspell. I think I even had Veto in hand or something. So he needed to have like almost a perfect hand to beat me in that spot, and then in game 3 he just had his 1 pack rat turn 2 on the play. Kind of knew it was coming. I don't know. Is a pro team still called pro without a scene? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Not sure what CFB is going to do about it. If they have planned, if they thought about it. I think they're pretty busy right now with the whole Channel Fireball turning into a marketplace. There's still a year of us representing Channel Fireball, but obviously it's not great for them, right? Because no one really watches, like people haven't been really excited about the MPL for, you know, pretty good reason. Can't blame them. Alright, how do I get ahead here? How do I keep getting ahead? Let's put Furion in my hand for now. What's the problem with MPL? There's a lot of problems with MPL. It was poorly structured, lots of bad decisions. Basically, the biggest mistake was to come up with a system that had a huge divide between the MPL players and the rest of the competitive players, and it made it really hard for people to... Can they own me here? They can go sack. They can actually... Are they gonna go for it? That'd be kind of sick if they did that. Whatever. I don't think they'll... They could like sack all their stuff and flashback Cling, and I don't think it would be a bad play by them. Just to fizzle my Cling, and so I don't draw and they draw. I think it was actually their play, but yeah. I mean, biggest mistake was the conception of like putting such a huge gap between MPL players and everyone else trying to qualify for and trying to get in MPL. Just lots of mistakes. Like having bad formats over and over for the tournament was bad. They kept making us play in dead formats. It's happening again. You know, next championship we have to play was... I mean, it's not a big deal because these historic thingies, to be fair, are not like historic anthologies are usually not that impactful, but still we're basically going to play historic right after anthology came out, but without anthology cards in our deck. That's not one of the worst ones though. I don't know. We recorded a midweek metagame podcast last week. We talked about it. The system was complicated. The league play system, while I think it's a good system for us to compete in, but it's not great for viewership. It was a bit too complicated, even though I think they like made huge improvements compared to last year. But yeah, like the whole pre-recorded stuff last year too. That was like, that dispute. It's actually kind of a game because I can dispute and pay for my disputes. Anyways, I mean, if you've been around, this is no news to you. The viewer experience should be the primary concern. Was any league design? I'm not sure it's necessarily true for Magic, because Magic is a game of, like, you know, it's not like a super casual game. Well, it can be, but competitive Magic is not super casual. But it was bad for viewership, and it was like a bad system for aspiring competitive players, and so it was like the worst of all worlds. Even though it was kind of, I will say they made a lot of improvement from last year's system to this year's system, as far as, you know, it goes for the player. I feel the way we competed and stuff, and I feel like having us stream live and stuff was pretty good. The coverage got better, even though it still had a lot of issues. Yeah, the still formats it was baffling. It kept happening too. It kept happening. It was just over and over again. And obviously we pointed it out every time, and they kind of knew, but somehow they could not coordinate their schedule with the release of sets in a proper way. It was nuts. And it was like, I mean, there was also like a little bad luck, you know, COVID, and then, you know, you could argue the whole, like, the standard wasn't great, so that was kind of bad luck too. In some ways, it was kind of like perfect storm, so, or anti. Should have just kept a land on top so I could go Dream Trawler with double counterspell mana up. Did you enjoy playing versus the same people multiple times in a day weekend? I didn't mind too much. I mean, it is tough when, you know, you have to play the same player who's a bad matchup multiple times in the weekend, but I think the system was pretty good overall. And then, for instance, you know, one of the things they did is they did listen. It did feel like they were trying to take our feedback into account for the stuff that they had that they could easily change. Like, for instance, this year, like last league weekend, not this one, but the one before, they made us, like, the first round of every day or every pod, you were playing like 1v2, 3v4, etc. And we gave them the feedback that was like kind of bad. It added the stress of trying to figure out, you know, you knew who your first round opponent was, so there was like, in choosing your deck, there was like, it kind of messed with you and it was not great. And then it meant that you could play against the same players a lot. And they actually changed that, you know, from like last weekend to this one. They made it so that round one pairing was like random in our pod instead of playing 1v2, 3v4, 4, you know, 5v6, etc. Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I kind of I mean, I wish it wasn't that, because I wish I could have gotten paired against PV. I thought I had a good matchup in Standard against his Sultai deck. And also just beating him was the easiest way to like pass him. But I mean, I did so terrible, honestly, that I'm not sure I would have been able to really beat PV. Alright, I think I'm winning this game. It's been garbage time for literal like past 10 minutes. They haven't come close to solving their downtown problem. Has the downtown been that bad recently? You know what? Maybe Extinction Event is good against, or maybe Doomscar is better against Dance, a big Dance. Most of the stuff is even, right? Maybe I'll do one. I already have one Extinction Event. Alright, I'll keep it that way. You still feel like there's way too much downtime? Yeah, it might also be, it's a good point. It might be slightly disingenuous to complain about downtime when you have literally every player streaming their side, or almost every player streaming their side. You can find another stream and hop on and stuff, but yeah, I mean, they should still try and do a better job. Yeah, I mean, definitely they improved a lot, but they were also like pretty far behind Start was, so... Can't be that hard to figure out. I should do rest while they still have something. Dispute and talent. Both. Losing my cling and all my clings is actually kind of obnoxious. I don't think I'm gonna go for it right away. I think the play is... Oh. Oopsie. It's not the end of the world. Not good, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not used to playing in that card. That's what we kept it in for. Just better than a dead removal spell. Well, that's pretty trash. I'm just gonna say go. Your realm doesn't do much for me yet. Maybe hope they tap out and then I can counter plus cling and draw another counter. Nice Vanishing Verse. Bad spot, really bad spot. What do I have in my sideboard that I kept in all these Vanishing Verse? Wait, what? Oh, that's not my actual sideboard. I guess I don't care that much about Doom Foretold. Whatever. I think that's a bad play. I just ran out of time. I should have just clung and actually countered the Test of Talon probably and let the Doom Foretold resolve. Oh, they're being super conservative. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to use one of my Vanishing Verse. It looks like that you're on my resolve. That was pretty good for me, I guess. Alright, this game's probably manageable. Ooh. Might have been a bad play. How many cards would I have drawn? 4? And I can probably find a counter spell or the rest for their discard for their counter spell, and I can force an extinction event. Oh, dance for free? Wow. Did I not doom the right targets? I guess I went for glimpse. Right. Is this a pipe dream? Kind of looking like a pipe dream right now. Hey Jarvis, what's up? I'm losing, is what's up. Losing what should be a pretty good matchup for me. Just never drew a Behold. And there are a lot of my dead cards. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's saving Test of Talents for. I think I need to get rid of their cling first. I should have behold it first, I guess. Let's see. What are they gonna have? I'm not sure what's the nastiest thing they can have in that spot. Alright, I'll just say go. No rush. They're just gonna have eliminated in their deck after sideboard. I could have Heartless Act. No burn spout, right? In standard, no. How's the deck running? It's pretty good. It's good against Salt. It's probably not great against some of the aggro decks, especially mono reds. I think I'm double negate up. Oh, thank you, Auto Tapper. Didn't totally screw me over. It's probably safe to attack, but why risk it? Oh. Okay. Could have countered that for sure. Because now Yorion's a bit scarier. Have to counter that or else I'm just dead. Hopefully I don't have another counter spell. Or another ACD or any. Should maybe scried for a dispute there. They probably thought they had to win. I had to have exactly double counterspell. So, getting slow rolled. So close yet so far, or am I dead? This deck's pretty fun.